Hello, everybody. We are live on YouTube, and this is the first session of Kerala Set classes at Vallath. This is, as usual, an orientation for Kerala Set. If anybody is there who is preparing for this exam, you can know more about the exam from this session, and you can know about our classes and methods also. Right now on Zoom, I have our students who have enrolled in the program, and I will be live for some time talking to you about the course. And after that, I'll be interacting with our students. Okay. So this is Kerala State Eligibility Test, or SET 2026. As many of you might be aware, Kerala SET is different from other SET exams in other states. In many states, SET is equal to NET. And Kerala SET is for teaching in schools and higher secondary schools. Eligibility test, it is conducted by LBS Center for Science and Technology. You get qualification for the post of higher secondary school teacher and non-vocational teacher in VHSC. But don't underestimate the exam. The exam is very high standard. There are many very good high level questions. And also this is like a stepping stone in your career. All these exams are not the end point of your career. These are like stepping stones. You study for this exam and you get motivated and you get confident, and again you take another step. Like that, you have to build your career. This exam is mandatory for teaching appointments of the Kerala PSE in these sectors. So many people are writing this exam, people with B.Ed as well as NET or BA, sorry, not MA or BA. They are writing this exam. As you know, the better you perform in these exams, the more chances you will have of getting a great career, because you're building your knowledge, you're building your confidence, you're building your CV. So we have to take this exam very seriously. You need a master's degree in the concerned subject with minimum 50%. But if you have a B.Ed even before that, you can write after bachelor's also. Final year PG students may apply provisionally. Am I right? We can write with bachelor's degree also, right? Or am I wrong? Enlighten me.
Only with post-graduation, I think.
Only for postgraduate. So I was wrong. I am confused with some other exams. It is only for MA people, not for BA people. Sorry. We need a master's degree with a concerned subject 50% marks and a B.Ed. If you have only a BA and B.Ed, next thing you should do is to get master's degree and then write Kerala Set. Along with that, other NET and GATE and other exams also. Now, paper 1 and paper 2, two papers are there. They are both MCQ, objective type, and the duration is 120 minutes each, which means you will not get a lot of time. Actually, it is a lot because you have to answer one question in 1 minute. And fortunately, there is no negative marking, but this is very challenging. You have to really work hard and study. And in the exam hall, anyway, some little bit of stress will be there. So you have to quickly understand the question, quickly answer the question. Sometimes the questions will be quite big, because these days all exams are becoming more and more analytical. There will be statement type questions, there will be big questions. So if you need practice, you need to be really well versed in the topic. You need to quickly think, you need to quickly answer. Otherwise, it can be very challenging in the exam hall. So we'll give you practice. You have to do a lot of studying. You have to read extra. And also you have to practice for the exam. Now, paper 1 is general knowledge and teaching aptitude. General studies, it is called language and reasoning, current affairs, foundations of education. These are the topics that are included. Teaching, learning and evaluation, communication, technology, research. These are the areas. Mostly people with B.Ed who have done well in B.Ed will not find this very challenging. But there can be India-based questions, very contemporary update. You have to be updated. So that kind of questions can be there. We can't take this for granted. if sometime in the past, if you have passed B.Ed, that doesn't mean you will pass paper one with flying colors. So we have to take this seriously. We have a very good team who will teach you all this. You don't have to worry about paper one at all. Now you don't have to worry about paper two either, because as you know, we are good at all these subjects. There is a very detailed syllabus. I will show you the syllabus after this. From Chaucer's age, we have to study up to contemporary 20th century, and then American literature, Indian literature, new literatures, history of English language, structure of English language teaching or ELT, and literary theory and criticism. These are the subjects in the syllabus. I will show you the detailed syllabus also. We have prepared material which is totally different from our net material, completely based on this syllabus, and you will get quizzes also based on this syllabus. And if you are consistently studying every day without a break, if you are studying, you should be easily able to pass this exam. Now, we did a question paper analysis. The number of questions asked from each paper and percentage has been listed out here. As in all exams, the maximum number of questions is from British literature only. British literature is the lion's share of the exam. American literature is close behind with 20% or 24 questions asked in the previous exam. However, this is not a very rigid structure. It is not necessary that in every exam this will be the ratio or proportion. Indian literature questions were comparatively less. World literatures or post-colonial literature also comparatively less. However, literary theory and criticism was more, and language and ELT was also more. So you have to very much focus on British literature, American literature, and also linguistics and ELT, criticism and theory. These are the main areas, but don't leave out Indian and world literatures because they can shift the focus. Focus can shift. You can't say that they will not ever ask more questions from Indian literature. We can't say that. Now, in every exam, before moving on, let me tell you, 30% of questions are very easy questions. Anybody should answer. Those who have studied should answer. Then 30% of questions are very difficult. Most people need not answer like that. There is an in-between 40%, which is your challenge. So very easy questions will be there. There should be nobody who gets less than 30% in the exam. There should be nobody who gets more than 70% also, or 75%. Nobody should get 100% because there are 30% of questions that are very challenging and difficult. Now, in between, there is a 40%. That is what you should really, really focus on. That means even if you don't know everything in the question paper, it is okay. I will share with you the questions. Some questions are challenging. By merit or knowledge alone, nobody passes. You need luck, which is in the form of guessing and general knowledge. I don't believe in luck. There is nothing called luck. What we call luck is guessing power. And guessing power comes not from luck, but from general knowledge. If you have general knowledge, then you should be able to guess correctly. That kind of questions are there. When we look at the question paper, you will understand that. Now, at Vallath, we have a certain four-pronged approach, which we encourage all of you to follow, even if you are not our paid course students, those who are on YouTube also. We have followed David Kolb and such educational theorists in developing this. In the first phase, we bring in concrete experience. All of you will have already knowledge from your previous studies, and we respect that. We know that sometimes you might know even better than us some areas. So we have to, in the initial stage, equalize all of you because everybody will be uneven. Some will be knowing theory more, some will be knowing British literature more, some would have forgotten. We have to equalize. So at the beginning, we are not going very, very strictly. Then it'll be a little relaxed and it'll be more fun. And then reflective observation. And many people complain about this. In the beginning of the class, you were so much fun. Then stress started because we have moved into second stage. And this is again, the core learning. And at this time, there will be stress because we are studying more and more and more and more. And you will start thinking, oh my God, how will I finish this? This is so much. Like that, you will think. but the agenda is absorb new ideas, connect them, and grow. So this is the stress part. And then after this, the third stage is when you are moving deeper, you understand, you remember, you're able to answer questions. Still, you are not exam ready. At this stage, stress will abate, stress will reduce. And at this stage, you will develop, because we move into literary theory, you will begin to read more critically, analyze deeply, interpret. So even if you're studying by yourself, you should follow this trajectory. And then last stage is active experimentation. When we are making you exam ready, at that stage, we'll focus on PYQs, we'll focus on quizzes. Many people think we have to do quizzes early on. Well, some quizzes are good if you do early on, but it is towards the exam that you should pressure cook. Towards the exam, when you do quizzes, that will give you practice. Before you reach the mature stage of learning, if we do too many quizzes, it can only distract you and it can also confuse you. So trust us, many people, uh, have found that this is actually working really well. So rapid revision, live revision is there. Vallath is known for it. We do amazing live revision towards the exam, and we do a lot of mock tests, topic-wise quizzes, and all this. So apply, revise, and excel. So please trust us, trust our methods, follow this. And we have been doing this for many, many years now. Our faculty, you will meet them one by one in the course. They are all highly qualified people. All of them, nearly all of them have JRF. They have all, a research experience. They have come from top universities, and many of them are experienced in teaching here at Vallath or elsewhere. So we give a lot of importance to quality here in all our courses. Now, I am going into some questions, because through the questions, I will tell you what to expect in the exam. Who among the following is not a character in the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales? Who among the following is not a character? This is actually an easy question, because many people will even otherwise know, even if you're not preparing for set, you will still know that Falstaff is from Shakespeare. So don't think all questions are easy like this, but this is one of the easy questions. Falstaff is from Shakespearean plays. We have Falstaff in Henry IV, parts 1 and 2, and also Henry V, and also in Merry Wives of Windsor. So Falstaff is the answer. There will be many questions based on where is this character from, who wrote this book, books and authors, characters, in which year was this published. These are expected questions in all competitive exams. Now, the novel by Toni Morrison set during the American Civil War. Now, this is not completely right, this question. The answer is Beloved, but Beloved is not set during the American Civil War. Beloved is set right after the American Civil War. So what happens in Beloved? There is Sede, an ex-slave. She escaped from slavery. She also had to kill her child. She was pregnant at that time. She was raped, and she thinks she is haunted by the dead child as an adult woman. So that is the story of Beloved. It is also a novel with Gothic elements. So when you study, you have to understand the background. You have to understand the biography of the author. You have to understand the textual details. And very importantly, even though I will teach you, we will teach you all these things, it is very important that you do extra reading, that you do reading on your own, you research on your own. That is extremely important, because your own research, your own reading, whether you read on Wikipedia or Encyclopedia Britannica or wherever, whatever trustworthy source you use on the web, you should go through the web materials, because actually seeing things in front of your eyes, the casual chances that you get when you read, you will come across new information. All that is immensely valuable in building your general knowledge. So when you study Toni Morrison or American literature, look up these words on Wikipedia or on Google in general, and look at their works. What is there in this work? Read about it. That kind of research-oriented learning is what will help you in competitive exams these days. Earlier, competitive exams, until maybe 3 or 4 years ago, competitive exams had predictable syllabus. They will only ask from these writers. They will ask only predictable questions. Now, that pattern is changing because of the internet and AI, particularly. They want to defeat your mugging up, your rote memorization. They are not asking, in any exam for that matter, fact based questions. Rather, they are asking analytical questions, statement type questions. So, this also means you will have to do a lot of reading in the exam hall. That is also a challenge because you will have to manage time very efficiently. Indian questions are there. India's first ever published woman poet wrote in English and French. This is a very easy question for people who study. Translated the Gitanjali, the Mahabharata to the West, wrote groundbreaking works, and often is called the Indian Keats. She is Torudat. Torudat is the answer. Now, from this question itself, there can be other questions. Who of the following translated Mahabharata? Who of the following translated Gitanjali? We know that original Gitanjali translation was by Rabindranath Tagore himself, but Torudat also wrote like this. In which languages, 2 languages, did Torudat write? Like that, many questions can be asked. So, like this, there can be a lot of reading to do, and the lines or the options can also be pretty long. Like that, you can expect. The term feminine mystique was coined by, you should know feminism, you should know the genesis and development of feminism, you should know that there were three waves primarily, then fourth wave, fifth wave, sixth wave, and what are the key works in each wave. The first wave ended with Simone de Beauvoir's Second Sex, and the second wave began with Betty Friedan's Feminine Mystique. In one question, there can even be, which of the following is the correct explanation of feminine mystique? The correct explanation of feminine mystique. So, feminine mystique means it is wrong that women love. It is wrong that women love household chores. Women are pushed into household chores. That is the idea. So, feminist terms can be very important. They will ask you the explanation of feminist terms. They can ask you to arrange chronologically different feminist terms. They can give you a match the following and ask you each of these terms was coined by whom, like that. So you can expect all such questions. We have a huge repository of questions. We'll share them with you, don't worry. Now, to check your original reading, to make sure that you don't have just mugged up reading, that you have original reading. You have not just mugged up questions and answers. To make sure of that, there are also questions like the first name of the protagonist in Saul Bellows Herzog is dash. The answer is Moses Herzog. There has been questions about the first name of authors also. What is the first name of W.H. Auden? Is it William? Is it Winston? Like that. So, Wyndham. So, that can be confusing unless you have original reading. So, each and every single thing in the world, we cannot teach you. We will teach you the authors, we will teach you the major works, we will give you the right direction, and the first name of all authors and all, and such information comes from your general knowledge, from your reading. So don't avoid doing that. Don't mug up. Instead, familiarize yourself with the topics more and more with different kinds of reading. You can sometimes watch the video or, listen to the audio of the video. When you are working also, let the video play. You can listen to the audio. You can read the PPTs that we give you. Many people are writing Kerala set who own copies of the Encyclopedia of British Literature, the Encyclopedia of American Literature, and the Encyclopedia of Indian Literature. These books, if you don't have, you can consider buying it, or you can buy the student editions. They are very inexpensive and they are almost 90% of this book. That is more than enough for you. So these are the materials that your competitors, are using, because it's very, very popular, these books, and 1 lakh copies of this has been sold. So first volume, that is, it came in 2015, I think. So for so many years people have been studying it. So don't avoid reading the encyclopedia. If you have it, go through it. And if you don't have it, we will give you discount periodically. For all our students, there is discount scheme. And student encyclopedia is only 1/4 of the price of the main encyclopedias. So you can buy that if you want. I'm saying that there are questions which cannot be just taught. For example, I can't give you a lecture on the first names of all protagonists, can I? So, like that, you have to familiarize yourself with the topics. John Steinbeck was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for his work, Grapes of Wrath. Now, when you have general knowledge, everybody should know the most important work of John Steinbeck is Grapes of Wrath. Sometimes you don't know, oh my God, which work, and you have to guess. In that case, it will be good to guess, the most famous work. I forgot to put the answer here. It is The Grapes of Wrath. The play of Tennessee Williams, that was called The Master Drama of the Generation by Eric Bentley in his What is Theatre is, remember, they don't expect you to go and read all the critical essays like What is Theatre. It is not humanly possible to know all the essays. Remember, there are 30 questions that you are not supposed to know very much. Any case. And in this case also, follow what I said. Answer the most important play. And the most famous play of Tennessee Williams is Glass Menagerie. That we will teach you. And when you guess like that intelligently, most of the time it will be correct. There are, possibilities that it can go wrong also. But it is not possible to write 100% correct in this exam. Even if we try, we will not be able to. So there will be questions like this which you cannot really study. Okay, why did they ask about what is theater? I don't know. So there will be questions like that also. Sorry. Which is the title of the work by Ernest Hemingway? Now, this is a tricky question because everybody knows Old Man and the Sea. But exactly where the comes, that is what they have asked. Once there was a question, which is the correct title of The Winnower? Full title of The Winnower by G.M. Hopkins. They asked without comma, with comma. So it means it should come from your own experience. When you read about it, that visual memory will be there, you will know it. So it is The Old Man and the Sea. The Old Man and the Sea. So this is not actually based on, this question is not based on knowledge. It is based on your common sense and also general knowledge. And also they are checking what kind of a student are you? Are you a student who is meticulous, who understands everything correctly, or just something here and there? Are you a student who does original reading? That is what they are checking, and you can't blame them. So these questions are actually helping us to understand what is the kind of questions that they ask. There are many questions that will be quotations from poems because they want you to read the poems. You have to read originally. So starting from today, it would be great if you read like half an hour before your bedtime. And this reading that you do can be of poetry. Even if you don't understand every single line or word in a poem, if you read like that, it will be good. And when we teach Poet Lover Bird Watcher, we will teach you this line in any case. It's a very famous line. It is by Nizam Ezekiel. So actual reading of poetry can help you because they might ask you lines from poetry like this. Now, there are criticism and theory questions. Northrop Frye was influential in extending the use of this term to specifically literary contexts, but it was initially adopted by literary critics from the writings of Carl Jung. In Greek, it means original pattern. What is the term? Now, this is not a question that you can mug up. It is not like I can give you this question and you can mug it up. It can't be. If you know what is archetype, you will easily write this. It is a very easy question. If you know the word archetype, Northrop Frye did archetypal criticism, which is very easy. I will teach you. These are all very basic things. If you don't know, don't worry at all. Most of you might know it. It is very simple. So don't worry. This is not as difficult as you might feel it is. But the thing is, you have to read. So look at this. It's a pretty long question. And to understand it in the exam hall under the pressure can be challenging. So Northrop Frye was in. So what is the trick in reading in the exam hall? I will teach you. I will tell you this again later. But understand in chunks. Don't just read blah, 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 like that, but instead understand in chunks. Northrop Frye was influential. Okay, he was influential in extending the use of this term. So they're asking us a term. He extended the use, okay, to specifically literary contexts. Okay, there is a term used in literary context. It was initially adopted by literary critics from the writings of Carl Jung. Oh, so Northrop Frye popularized this term. Originally, it was used by Carl Jung. In Greek, it means original pattern. So what is the term? Like that, understand. Then next read, understand. Then next read, understand. Next read, understand. Like that you go in the exam hall. Otherwise, you read once, you don't understand. Again, oh, you are losing time again. You're getting stressed third time, and then time is gone and you don't understand. Don't do that. Calm down and read like this in the exam hall. Archetype is the answer. Now, again, a big question. This method, so how do you read in the exam hall? Read calmly. This method of language teaching, so this is an ELT method, language teaching method, which is also known as the natural method, okay, emerged in the 1890s. 1890s may not be audio lingual method because audio must be later, isn't it? 20th century. Audio lingual, no. You eliminate it. So in the exam, you need to eliminate options. Then emphasizes teaching a language through immersion and direct communication. Is that a clue? Because the word direct is here. Here also direct is there. Immersion and direct communication cannot be silent method. Silent method is using silence. It doesn't look like immersion and direct communication. A wrong, D wrong. Oral situational method can be. Immersion, direct communication asserts that language is learned inductively through experience without grammar being taught explicitly. So out of these two, suppose you don't know anything at all about it, because of this direct communication, choose direct, and that is the answer. Now, the nom de plume, Mark Twain, used by Samuel Langhorne Clemens, means, are yaar, idandu jodyam. Mark, so people who have read about it will know. You have to take a joy in reading. You are reading on Wikipedia or somewhere in your material, and you are thinking, wow, Mark Twain means 12 feet. Mark Twain. Some people might think 2 feet, but 2 feet is very low. Why would you mark 2 feet? Isn't it? It's commonsensical that it can't be 2 feet. You won't mark 2 feet. It is only, you won't even get submerged in it. Can't be 2 feet. So Mark Twain, Twain can't be 1 foot. For one, why would they say Twain? 6 or 12. Mark Twain. Even if you guess it is 12 feet. So that kind of questions come. Original reading is needed. Now from linguistics, the first consonantal sound shift in the Proto-Germanic language is popularly known as, it is linguistics history of language question, and answer is Grimm's law. We will study linguistics. So it is not a challenging exam. You can actually pass this exam, and whatever exam you pass should all go into your CV. Ultimately, when they look at your academic bank of credit and all, you should be very rich. Not in money necessarily, but in achievements, academic achievements. So if you are a postgraduate with B.Ed, you should definitely write Kerala Set. And I think we are one of the best choices, Vallath, because of our legacy, because of our methods, and because of our intuition and knowledge. Many times in the last HSA exam, I predicted that questions will be like this. We taught in a certain way, we start in a certain pace, and it proved right. Questions that came in the exam were exactly like how we said it. Even though many people did not believe in us at first, it was proved right. So you can come to us, and our course is like this. It's a 3-month intensive preparation course. In our KVS exam also, we were teaching the background, waiting for the syllabus. People got worried, but then what happened? We were proven right. So just trust us, follow the methods, do your best, and that is how you will have a glorious career. 3-month intensive preparation course. Class schedule is 5 days a week. Paper 1 and paper 2, we have classes like this: Tuesdays and Fridays, paper 1, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, paper 2. And the timing is 5:30 to 7. We are starting on November 26. That means today. This is the first session. Now, what you get from Vallath, you will get live interactive classes. There will be model tests, but not when you want it. According to our methods, the time will come and you will be ready for it. Topic-wise quizzes, expert mentorship. If you have any problem in understanding, if you are not, sure whether this is how you should study, ask for, mentorship session, and you can meet our teachers and we can guide you. Structured 3-month study plan will be there. We are following that study plan, and the investment that you have in this course is only 5,000. It is actually very low fees compared to all the guidance and materials and classes that you will get. Even with this course, you can pass many exams. Just imagine how thorough our preparation will be in the net course, which is so much bigger and so much intense, so much more intense. People's careers, their whole professional side of life changes completely because of this course. We are confident of this and we believe in you, students. So let us do it together. That brings me to the end of the PowerPoint presentation and the discussion about SET exam and also our course. I hope many people on YouTube have got clarity. I now seek your permission to stop the YouTube live, and then we will have a discussion with our students on Zoom. Those who want to join our course can always check out vallath.in, or you can call up our office 93878 39871. That is our office number. Or you can just Google